In the quiet shade of the Bodhi tree, the Buddha sat with disciples, his serene gaze on the horizon. To truly meditate, he began, his voice calm and steady. You must cultivate a still mind, free from distractions. He gestured to the ground before them, scattered with fallen leaves, each a testament to the passage of time. Life, like these leaves, he said, is fleeting and impermanent. Understand this truth to calm the restless heart. The disciples listened, their breaths synchronized with the natural rhythm of the wind coursing through the surrounding branches. Begin with the breath, the Buddha instructed, his hands forming a gentle mudra. It is the thread connecting body and mind. The young disciple Ananda asked, Master, my mind wanders as I sit. How can I find peace in such moments? The Buddha smiled softly, his eyes reflecting infinite patience. A wandering mind is not a failing but an opportunity. Think of it as a stream, he continued, sometimes turbulent, but always flowing back toward the great ocean. When your thoughts wander, he advised, bring them back gently, like guiding a lost bird back to its nest. He pointed to a lotus blooming in the nearby pond, its petals reaching toward the sky despite muddy roots. The lotus rises from mud, he said, yet remains unstained. So must your thoughts rise above distractions. The air carried a scent of blooming jasmine as the disciples settled into stillness, their breath steady and measured. Focus on the present moment, the Buddha instructed. Let each inhale cleanse your spirit, each exhale release your burdens. The elder disciple Kassapa asked, Master, how do we deal with emotions that arise during meditation? The Buddha nodded, his gaze steady. Treat your emotions like clouds passing through the sky. Acknowledge them, but let them drift away. He raised his hand gently, as if to guide them away from despair. Amara sought refuge in denial, questioning the heavens, seeking reasons for her anguish, he said. Ananda opened his eyes, frustration evident in his expression. I cannot hold focus for more than fleeting moments. Master, the Buddha responded with unwavering composure. Ananda, progress is like the growth of a tree, gradual, unseen, but constant. Each moment of focus, he assured, plants a seed that will bloom in the garden of your mind. He then picked up a leaf, its edges worn and delicate, showing its journey through seasons of change. This leaf, the Buddha said, once held to the branch, now returns to the earth. Such is life. Let this truth guide you, he continued. For understanding impermanence is key to releasing attachments and calming the heart. The disciples resumed their practice, their breaths harmonizing with the soft rustling of leaves in the gentle afternoon breeze. You will struggle, the Buddha admitted, but do not be discouraged. For every stumble is a step toward wisdom. The path to stillness, he concluded, is a journey, not a destination. Walk it with patience and persistence. As the sky turned golden, the disciples opened their eyes, each carrying the Buddha's words like a torch within. Another day, under the vast expanse of a cloudless sky, the Buddha sat by a shimmering river, waiting silently. The disciples gathered around him, their faces eager and expectant. While the water whispered ancient melodies at their feet, the Buddha broke the silence, his voice soft yet firm. Today, we delve into the mirror of inner truth. He gestured toward the river, its surface calm and reflective. What do you see when you gaze into the water? The young disciple Sujata responded, I see myself, Master. Yet the image changes with the slightest ripple. The Buddha nodded, his gaze unwavering. Indeed, life's disturbances distort what we see. Meditation seeks to still the ripples within, he continued. The second step in meditation is to look inward with honesty, as a clear mirror reveals our true face. Fear and discomfort will arise, he said, but these are not enemies. They are guides to deeper understanding. Sujata lowered her head, her voice trembling. Master, I fear the darkness within me. The anger and jealousy I try to ignore. The Buddha reached into the water, creating ripples that danced across the surface, distorting their reflections momentarily. Observe this, he said. The ripples obscure the depths, but they are fleeting. The water always returns to clarity. Your emotions, he explained, are like these ripples. Let them come, observe them, and they will fade into stillness. The air was thick with the scent of wildflowers, and the disciples closed their eyes, following the Buddha's guiding words. Sit in stillness, the Buddha instructed. Do not push thoughts away. Watch them come and go like passing clouds. A bird chirped nearby, and the gentle rustling of leaves accompanied the rhythmic flow of the river beside them. Examine your thoughts with curiosity, the Buddha urged. Each thought, each emotion, is a window into your inner self. One disciple, Maha, asked, Master, what if these thoughts reveal parts of me I cannot accept? The Buddha's eyes were serene as he replied, acceptance is the path. Resistance only feeds the darkness. Acknowledgement dissolves its hold. Imagine the moon reflected in turbulent water, he continued. It seems broken, but the moon itself remains whole and luminous. Likewise, the Buddha explained, your true nature is unbroken, even when your mind feels fragmented by overwhelming emotions. Hours passed as the disciples sat, their breaths aligning with the gentle cadence of the flowing river. When the water clears, the Buddha said, you will glimpse the truth, not a fragmented self but the essence of your being. The sun dipped lower, painting the river in hues of gold. As the disciples opened their eyes, faces reflecting newfound calm, Master, Sujata said, her voice steady now, I felt my fear diminish when I simply observed it without judgment. The Buddha smiled, his expression full of quiet pride. Fear fades when met with understanding, not resistance. Carry this lesson, he concluded, for life will always stir your waters, but clarity is found through stillness and patience. The moon rose, casting its silver light upon the tranquil river, while the disciples sat in silent contemplation once more. Another day, beneath the vast glow of a full moon, the Buddha gathered his disciples in the quiet sanctuary of the forest. The air carried the whisper of leaves and distant calls of night creatures, creating a tapestry of serenity around them. The Buddha spoke, his voice merging seamlessly with the natural symphony. Tonight, we step into the essence of liberation. He gestured to the starry sky above. Meditation is not merely introspection. It is connection to all that exists beyond the self. Begin with your breath, he instructed, his tone steady. Let its rhythm guide you to the heartbeat of the universe. The disciples closed their eyes, their breathing blending into the sounds of the forest, creating a shared rhythm of existence. The elder disciple Kassapa whispered, Master, the vastness overwhelms me. How can I grasp something so infinite? The Buddha smiled, his gaze calm yet piercing. You cannot grasp infinity. Instead, dissolve into it. Let it become your nature. He touched a flower beside him, its delicate petals illuminated by moonlight. This flower does not seek. It simply is. In meditation, he continued, be like this flower, alive, connected, and without need for possession or control. Hours passed, the moonlight shifting, its beams highlighting the intricate patterns of leaves above and shadows below. Expand your awareness, the Buddha guided. Feel your breath merge with the wind, the earth, and the limitless sky. The young disciple Ananda opened his eyes briefly, awe shimmering in his gaze. Master, I feel as though I am dissolving. The Buddha nodded with approval. To dissolve is not to vanish, but to unify, to transcend the boundaries of the individual self. He pointed to the forest, now veiled in the gentle embrace of darkness. Meditation reveals that all separation is illusion. Step by step, the Buddha explained. We move beyond identity, beyond ego, until we touch the essence of nirvana. The disciples resumed their meditation, their breaths soft as whispers, their minds expanding into the boundless universe. The stars seemed closer, their light a silent witness to the unfolding journey within the hearts of the gathered disciples. True liberation, the Buddha said, is not escape. It is a homecoming to your place within the great tapestry of existence. Ananda asked, Master, how can we carry this liberation into daily life, filled with its demands and distractions? The Buddha's gaze softened, his voice full of compassion. By practicing mindfulness, you can bring clarity into every action and thought. Life itself, he continued, can be meditation. Walk, speak, and act as though each moment is sacred and interconnected. The disciples meditated deep into the night, their breathing merging seamlessly with the eternal rhythm of the universe. As dawn approached, Maha opened his eyes, tears streaming down his face. Master, I felt infinite bliss, beyond words. The Buddha smiled, his expression serene. This bliss is liberation, yet it is but the beginning of living a liberated life. Carry this unity, he concluded, into all you do, for meditation is not the end. It is a path to awakening. The morning sun rose, casting its golden light over the disciples, each transformed by the Buddha's words and the night's meditation. Alec was a man tormented by the loss of his family and the collapse of his livelihood. The disciples exchanged glances, their expressions mirroring empathy. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.